Hello, everybody. Dragon King Mark 3 of the Banner Saga. Last we left off, we managed. Well, okay, a lot of stuff happened. We managed to fall side with Hakon. Vognir's dead. The Prince of the Varl is dead, murdered by Dredges. In the Skogar side with Rook, which is where we are now, long story short, we had to go all the way from Skogar to outrun the Dredge. We got some new guys. We made it all the way to Frostvalor, and we're trying to get our way into the city. Okay, here was Skogar. Here's Frostvalor. We need to find out what's going on in Frostvalor, and if that doesn't work, we can make our way to Wormtoe through the Nordfelling Wastes. God help us. Or gods help us. But I don't think that really matters since they are all dead. Apologies for my if I sound sick or anything. I don't know, I'm just getting a little, I guess a little sick. Also, if you happen to hear a blender going on in the background, I apologize. There's a bit of a patele party going on over here. And some folks are here, so yeah. Anyway, to the gate! You would approach the gate where hundreds of people have gathered. In the trodden, bloody space in front of the doors, several pin-cushioned bodies lie unclaimed, as though they simply belonged there. Archers up on the walls make it clear that nobody will be getting in. Men and women below intermittently call for mercy and reason, when they're not flinging stones and curses. Ivor, do you really expect to push these gates open? I'm willing to try. Great, grunts of Ivor, despite sizing up the doors that look like they could hold back an army. And when men start shooting arrows and pouring out on top of you, then you kill them, he says. You're not sure if this is the most sound plan. We're not doing this. This is a terrible idea, you say. We don't know how many are in there. Ivor folds his arms. He seems almost relieved they didn't have to live. I highly doubt you could do it either. Let's find out from the crowd. You spend an hour talking to different people who all have the same story. A couple days ago, the chieftain shut himself in, closed the gates, and refused any more refugees. They got huge stores of supplies in there too, adds one man. They're just hoarding them. Ego pulls you aside. I was following the outside of these walls, he says, and there's a water passage we could squeeze through, I think. Not the whole caravan, but if a handful of us get in, we might open the gates from the inside. Let's shout at the guards next, see what we can do. We're from Skogar! Open the gates! You shout to the archers, not expecting much. You get as much response as you expected. Let's try the gates. You leave the crowds and head back down the hill. There's a lot of people gathered around the rest houses, says Oldliff, pointing. Maybe we can find help there, or at least make ourselves useful. Makes sense. Maybe I should have tried the water passage. I thought that would have accelerated things. Okay. Let's try the gate again. You the approach of gates, blah blah blah, they're still there. Oh, rest houses. Oh, I think that's where we're supposed to go, I think. Is it? I'm trying to remember. Let's houses. Everyone gives you the same story. The chieftain just shut himself in the Grey Hall and closed the gates. There are a lot of wounded people here, adds Alay. We could help them. Ego pulls you aside. I followed the outside of the city walls, he says, and there's a water passage we could squeeze through. Oh. The rest of the house is overflowing with refugees, the sick and the wounded, and noise. Let's tend to the wounded. I got a feeling we might need some help. Alet and Olaf spend the day along with the others in their caravan treating wounds, most of which came from the archers at the gates. I overhear from one woman that the city has been sending carts with food around. Olaf tells you. Could be a way in, Ivor replies. Next time they send a cart, we bring it back in. Olaf protests. Aside from leading to a fight, it will probably mean no more food for the refugees. I never tried this. I usually went for the water passage. How about we'll wait and confront them? Keep your sword down until we need it, you tell Ivor. We'll make a deal unless they're looking for a fight. Early the next day, you spot another cart leaving the gates of the city. After they've thrown their scraps to the refugees, you approach. Stop! My friend wants to talk to you. It's not what I wanted. Think I can guess why? F. Okay. I'm gonna at least give you a brief history. You gotta get this guy to get an achievement, but just get the achievement, save back, go back to the save you got before this, because this guy is a dick. Also, remember Trigvy's advice. Don't trust people with helmets. If we knew there were more fighters in Varl out here, Echo might have brought you in the city. Who's Echo? He's in charge up there. In charge of what? Better let him explain. I think we'll just have, yeah, let's go. I got a bad feeling we're gonna get screwed. He nods. You follow him back up the gates where they open the doors for you. A man clad in black approaches you as you step inside. I never did this one before. Who in the depths is this? Oh my god, Tormund's brother. The man orders his guards to get the doors closed again before more refugees notice. You said you wanted fighters. You heard about the chieftain? We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall. Oh really? Think you mean hiding out in a grave? He's eating worms, if that wasn't clear. What happened in here? Soon as they heard Dredges were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one in the head. That's the short story anyway. At least 3 clans in here warring over turf and food. And the worst are the godforsaken Varl. He eyes Ivor and shrugs with exaggeration as if to simply state the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there? Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You've got some people who can fight, and you've got your own Varl. That counts for something. I can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me, and to take back Frostfeller. I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys have become the bad. Fine. Cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of the damn streets. Think carefully about what you want. We'll join you. For now. Good. Because whatever else you were thinking would have been a bad idea. Echo shouts to his men, and with the gates closed you follow him down the obscured alleys. Hope we know what we're doing. Making it up as we go, Ivor. I was gonna say something to that! Chapter 3. Little did they sleep. I think if I did it the other way, I was gonna get screwed. I think I'm still screwed since I didn't fight them. Because I definitely remember playing this on the PC, and if you get Honor for your team, well, you get locked out of 2 different achievements. The one to keep Echo alive, and one to not have Alet fight any humans. But now, on to Hakon. Hakon, we're back. I was able to get about as many warriors from Strand as you wanted, and more weapons. Extra supplies, too. You perk up, just now realizing Monkir has been talking to you. Since Wagner died, everyone has been looking at you to make the decisions. It's exhausting. Hakon? Sorry, just tired. Go on. I was saying the Varl we sent to Strand have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor. Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own money. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property, a man named Eric. Eric? I met him. He seemed competent enough. Regardless, the governor will have to get over unless he wants Dredge crawling through his streets. We'll put down every slag that has wandered through here while you were gone. Oh, we've put down. Enough flapping of the mouths, then. You're sure that wound has healed, Ludin? I agree. Even though it has already gone wrong, if something happens to the prince on a mission of peace, the alliance would rot. Take note of this. When you get the second game, this will make a lot more sense. Or worse. Ludin makes his own decisions. We would only be made to do this again later, and I will not suffer it all a second time. Either take us through the wandering road, or do your job and slaughter some Dredge. Ludin turns abruptly with a scowl. He steps back to his ring of tents and followers. Wandering road's not an option with this many. I would crush that boy's skull with one hand. If Ludin couldn't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Ludin get to you. Let's go. I'm sick of looking at this dump. Wait till the warrior attack on. Tell them we'll cover the mountainside of dread bodies. Good. Give the word and we'll set off. Oh boy. Alright. Let's check on our heroes. I want to see if we have any level ups. But yeah, you're going to be alternating between Hakon and Rook for the majority of this. And I think it was a smart move that we did. Promote. Let's go with Durance and there. Definitely want to get me some extra backup there. Four out of 5, 6. Well, it's better than nothing. But now, let's talk to Ubin. Might have something useful. You knew him well, didn't you? Vognir? No. Well, I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing along with some important business, but I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk much. Longer than I did, in any case. I suppose so. When he spoke, Varro listened. I knew that. I could use help there. The Scrivener leans back, considering the sentiment. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Varl. Hello, Viewer. Mulger's got some skill there. Most I can do is hold a quill. What are you always putting down in that journal? How do you mean? What do I write? I write what happens. They've got a banner and Oberon for that, you know. You mean the long banner? Yes, the Menders woves up something that writes its own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. No? It tells a broad story. I think there's some value in the narrow. Whose story does it write? Mine? Theirs? Ludin's? Gods forbid. Ha! You relic. The gods have been dead for a long time. Or have they? Old habits, I suppose. I heard you were a terror in your day. Do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. Nobody knows how old we all can get, naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He got a few years on me. Just hunkers in Grodolfheim collecting rhyme. Bastard might actually beat me. Another one named Krumir is close, I think. But the adult son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be off before I am, though. Although... The scrivener dresses around him as to remind you of his current situation. You chuckle. Anyway, the point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery baron for Jordunder now. Can't remember half what I've done. Hence the journal. Hence? Don't get fancy on my behalf, Hakon. Okay, I won't. Okay, he mentioned a guy named Krumir. You're gonna meet him later on. Spoiler alert. But I'm just gonna say this right now. Krumir is probably one of my favorite people. You'll see what I mean. What are you supposed to happen to the sun? Gods, how should I know? Never seen anything like this before. Are you worried? Some of the Varl in the caravan think the world's coming to an end. Others think it's the best thing that could happen. No more black months. I'll take it. If it's the end, I'm ready. What about the rest of us? To the depths with you. Get some rest. Always more marching to do. I've hooved more hills than a horse born with a grudge. Don't worry about me. I wonder if they actually mentioned the horseborn. I never paid attention to that now. Fast-paced games make me not as appreciative of the slow games. Let's go talk to Mugger. I'd ask how you're dealing with Wagner's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady old Mugger, which is good. I know most of these Varl, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Wagner. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. Anything you can tell me about the caravan? Throw together this many Varl, half of them want to hit each other, the rest want to be left alone. Anyone I should keep an eye on? There's a couple of clan leaders trying to show off to each other. Not a big deal, I've got it under control. The fires we just got from Strand aren't bad, but they're unruly. Give it a few days. And there's a few moaning about fighting for you, instead of Wagner. Think those are the ones to worry about. What about Ludin's men? They don't want to hear anything from me, I know that. Any problems? Could be. Ludin's pet Varl is named Bercy. I'm not sure where he came from or what his deal is. Pastor knows how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. His girl in red is scary too, Yrsa. She's probably the best fighter Ludin's got, to be honest. I overheard some Varl calling her the witch. Why? The flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick, but the fire upset our Varl more than the dredge. Still doesn't make much sense. Witch? They're not scholars, Hakon. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. That makes sense. Don't let her find out. Haven't you ever wanted to be in command? More than I am? Any more rope and I'd hang myself. I doubt that. I forget, you weren't around back then. At one point I had more rope. I hung myself. So, no, I'm not interested in command. It's all yours. Thanks. You think we're walking into a death trap? This many Varl? No, we should be alright. Things could get rough though. I don't like being the one to send the Varl to their deaths. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it. Who wouldn't expect Wagner to drop like that to a couple of slag? I'm still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it. Just happens sometimes. No big moment. I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Although I have to wonder... Nah, never mind. Anyway, I'll worry about the warriors. You worry about not doing something stupid. That's asking a lot. What were you holding back about Wagner? I'd rather not say, Hakon. Why not? It's the kind of thing that's a clear one. It's better if you let me worry about it. If you say so. Well, sounds important. Tell me. How did Wagner die? He ran into Dredge. Wasn't expecting it. When we found him, he was lying face down, like he was struck from behind. Did he really get taken down by some random slag? Who else was there? You think Ludin? He probably didn't, but... Damn it! Should have kept an eye on that bastard. If you see anything else, tell me. I will. Let's get back to it. Let me know if you need anything else. I will. Sorry if I keep switching out the names and accents. Alright, taking care of that. Let's go and get out of here. Yeah, that's like a lot of people. I think we're good. Oh, map? Here. Let's get out of here. Sorry, I just drank something. Now on our way to Verdenfell. Look at that, says Mulder. In the hills, more dredge. No more than a dozen though. We should just as easily pass by them as they rush up there to slaughter them. Ludin overhears. That's a dozen dredge heading towards Strand, he says. You ask him when he started to care about Strand. I don't, he replies. I thought you did. Mugir, send some warriors to take care of it. Will do, he says. Hopefully they'll be able to catch us back up to the caravan. He rushes off to find some volunteers. Ludin and his men are not asked. You return to travel. +5 renowned. -10 Varl. Hack on! You can hear Ludin's hard-booted trot as you set up camp the first day. Embrace yourself. Can we speak as equals? We can try. It seems clear to me that you plan to kill a lot of dredge along the way, am I right? Why do you ask? Because since we left Oberon, the Varl have been acting like I need protection. Don't assume that only the Varl can fight. Do you understand me? This is my battery flight to Grofheim. The banner of Oberon. I insist on joining in the battle. Almost gutted in your first encounter and ready for more? Whatever you like, Prince. And, I expected more resistance. From Wagner, maybe. They tell me you were his Kender. That's why you're in charge now. Some sort of next of kin, Varl thing? Don't you take on his responsibilities? Why the tough that, kid? Don't look down on me again. Don't you dare. When you're nearly 200 years old, it's hard to take a 20-year-old man. Is that right? Seriously. You better start. We'll both be kings someday. That's the last thing I need to think about right now. Ludin looks as though you just punched yourself in the face. He heads back to his tent before saying whatever was on his mind. Well, that pretty much just shows that Hakon doesn't want to lead, and Ludin was surprised. Character development. On exertion. You got some characters with high exertion. Don't overlook this important stat. Exertion lets you add more willpower to your actions. Want to add more than just 1 star to your attack? Upgrading to 3 lets you add 3 damage to every attack or move 3 spaces further. Remember, each stat is equally important in battle. Choose wisely. Oh. Let's go talk with the so-called witch. Yrsa, right? She watches you approach with her head tilted back and points a thumb towards Ludin's tent. No, here for you. Oh? Can we talk? Yrsa shakes her head no, a smile on her lips, eyelids slow. Why not? I don't. In those two curiously contradicting words, you get 2 impressions. She has a beautiful obsidian voice, and this might be a complete waste of time. She watches you expectantly. You don't talk? No. You do, though. I don't. She smiles warmingly, clearly enjoying her game. She watches you expectantly. It's about the flaming arrows. She raises an eyebrow. Varl and fire don't get along. All you get is a shrug. If you're going to use them, She pulls an arrow. There's a flick of the wrist you don't quite catch. Suddenly a bird combusts in the tree behind you and falls to the ground, smoldering. Half the camp has turned to watch. Don't tell me not to. Okay, don't piss her off. You're Lun's bodyguard. No, he's mine. Before you have the chance to be confused, she cackles, abrupt and loud, then looks suddenly embarrassed. You are his personal guard, though. Her expression changes to, of course. How did you end up with someone like Ludin? Luck. Well, this has been fun. She crosses her arms, a hand on her chin, and cocks her head to one side. Until next time, Irsa. Hakon. You stop and look over your shoulder. I am a witch, so be careful. She puts a forefinger to her lips with a soft shh. You depart, not quite sure what to make of that. Okay, creepy pyromaniac archer. Joy. Oh god, I think we're going to die. And Ludin trusts her? Poor bastard's gonna scream. You have a moment. As you approach Percy, he lowers the book he was reading. He doesn't strike you as the book reading type. You're Percy. You're Hakon. We've gotten out of the way, haven't we? I had some questions. Say what you want to say. What's a Varl doing working for Ludin? What's a Varl doing work for another Varl? What difference does it make? It looks like you're in charge right now, so do me a favor and don't get Ludin killed. He's important to you? No, but that's one way to put it. Where'd you learn to fight? Same as you, by fighting. You know what I mean. I robbed well-protected merchants for at least one man's lifetime. Is that what you mean? Yeah? Not anymore? I've had a lot of jobs. Can I trust you? What a loaded question. Depends on what you mean. Who's back will you have if things go wrong? Assume I'm looking out for myself, and you'll figure out. Does Ludin understand that? Ludin doesn't even understand that half his army is here just to protect him from the people he talks to. You laugh at his unexpected gouge. Percy grins, pleased with himself. I won't keep you any longer. See you on the battlefield, O leader of Varl. You could join us. I'm where I want to be. Don't forget what I said about keeping Ludin alive. Got it? As you step away, you can't help but wonder if there was a bit of threat behind that gravely request. Well, let's do what Percy says and definitely keep Ludin alive. We need this alliance to work after all. And considering the whole events of the world, I don't want to test that. Let's go. I wonder how Rook and the others are doing now. You overhear a conversation while marching alongside the warriors. I'm happy to stomp some slags as much as the next Varl, but I didn't join up to take orders from Hakon, says one. Apparently he doesn't realize you're within earshot. Not willing to die for him either. Blindside him. You push toward the Varl, grab him by the horns, and with the full force of your body, plant him into the ground. Law of Kender means you are willing to die for me, you miserable son of a cow. He chokes out something of an agreement, and the others step back warningly. As you step away, you hear his friends laugh at his misfortune, and soon others join in. Huh, got a bit of renown from that. A small gathering of tents come into view. A group of merchants. From the look of it, you ask what they're doing. We were camped out at the Godstone ahead, one tells you, leaving an offering to Dengler, as one does. His expression turns. Dredges started appearing out of nowhere. Some of us stayed, thought the Godstone be safe, but damned if I know why. I've been dodging them since we left. Let's ask if they have anything to trade. Not much, he replies. Anything of value we left at the Godstone. I've never seen this many Varl in one place before. You're off to deal with those Dredges? You're not. We could part with some supplies if we need them. We'll take them. How much? I give them freely. Clearing the road is more than we can ask. I have one request though. My wife's brother stayed at the Godstone. You'll know him by a necklace of many gold rings. If you see him, tell If you see him safely, we are enshrined. You agree and the merchants continue onward. Nice! I think we should be nearing the Godstone. We're all in high spirits. The caravan slows unexpectedly. Word travels down the line, then to Mogru, who tells you, Dredges know we're coming. Probably saw us back at Verdenfell and did their usual lurking. Could have been bad if we'd plowed through them, but we saw them first. Dredge watch you, waiting to see what you do. When's the last time you commanded a few hundred, Hakon? Asks Mogru. Don't overthink it. The warriors can take care of themselves. War. Oh man. This part. When you come across more enemies than your party can handle, you'll engage in war. Give your army orders to fit the situation, but be prepared to get your own hands dirty too. By making battle easier for yourself, you'll end up with higher casualties. Or you can take the burden on yourself with a harder battle but save more lives. If you're ever desperately outnumbered, it may be best to run, avoiding battle completely. Okay. They got at least 470 of them. We have 185 fighters and 456 Varl at my side. Okay, charge in! Consider taking your trusted allies and leading the charge, battering down at the enemy. It will throw you into the thick of battle where the fighting is most dangerous, but a strong charge can save lives. Because a strength taking into account the terrain, morale, and the look of your enemy. If you're careful, you should be able to keep your forces balanced. Let's give the order. I never tried this before. I usually just charge in and take care of them the first run. You start rallying your forces and strike and gather your allies to you, preparing to enter the fray. And our first introduction to combat as Hakon. Huh. Yeah, let's bring Yrsa and Ludin. We're gonna need them. Move. There. Definitely keep Gunnulf. We definitely need Ludin because I feel he needs to get a couple of level ups against the Dredge. I was about to spoil something huge there. Is that me? No. Oh man, this is... Two more viewers. Sweet. Let's zoom in. Ooh, 7. Yeah. Oh, hell no! Oh, so close! Oh god. Ludin! Frick! Crap! Let's take care of his shield. Yrsa. Slag and burn. Let's try this. Oh, I remember that spell now. That'll work. Eric, you take out this guy. Crap. Oh, hell yeah! Gonna murder him. Easy. Let's take care of this shield. That'll at least be useful for hack on later. Why are they going after him? Hold out for a bit, guy. Sucker. And crap. Okay. Hack on. Time to deliver some punishment. Or rather this. And now, dead. Take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemies push back all the way down the line. You could take this opportunity to pull back and leave combat immediately. On the other hand, changing down more drag will rally your fighters and save a few lives. You won't have time to rest or change your party, but a chance to loot your enemies might reveal items they took from your previous victims. Kill a few more as they flee. Willpower +2. Oh boy. Okay, not as bad as I'd hoped it would be. Usually it would be a lot worse. I'd love to get Hakon into the fray, but keep him behind Gunnulf. I think he's gonna be needing a shit. Hakon! You son of a... Oh no! Well, yours is dead. Or I don't think she's dead. Ready for a new promotion. And Margaret takes one. We lost a few Varl and a few fighters. We got good kills. 2 injured. Crap. Yeah, this is a way to get a ton of renown. I wonder if I can get that achievement. So now I got them started. Eric Holloway is now online. Eric. If he expects me to play Destiny with him, I will not be able to. Mugger comes to you sporting a dour expression. There are more warriors than usual claiming illness lately. I don't think they're faking it. I've seen them vomiting and stumbling around. He seems to be suffering from something too. Some kind of disease? I can't prove anything, but I think some of the rations may have been poisoned. Before you can respond, he continues. Don't spread paranoia, it may be nothing. I found nothing wrong with the food, and most of us aren't ill. What do you think? I need to foster suspicion over stomach aches, let it blow over. Might not be the food, see if you can find some other connection. Keep asking around. Mulga returns not long after. Nobody had a chance to see anything odd. Apart from the Dredge, of course. You both agree to keep an eye on it for things for now. There we go. Luden has been sending scouts ahead, quicker and more nimble than your Varl. One rushes back just as you cross the hilltop, out of breath. Dredge! That direction! You overhear him tell Luden. About a day away. They found a village. You ask what they're doing. Tearing the place apart, he says. Maybe 1,000 of them or more, looking for God knows what. This will be a bigger fight than usual. Luden uncharacteristically silent, waiting to see what we say. Draw some of them forward and split them. Get closer before making a move. You can draw a few of them forward. You send a small group of shield bangers to get their attention. They do. Half a day later, many dredges are giving chase up the hill, plotting some sort of way. You get ready to lay waste. Let's go with formations. Give the order. Okay, but before we do that, we got a promotion here. Let's upgrade his shield break ability. That's going to be really useful. No, no, yes. Upgrade his health. Definitely need that. They didn't kill a thing. I definitely need to give Luden some much needed levels. I'm going to need him. Oh, crap. Okay, Gunnar's next. I really need to add some exertion on a Gunnoff. I think he'll be even way more powerful with it. night, Dredge. Oh, no, you don't. Yes! If you can siege archer. Oh yeah, that's the class Ursa is. Like I said, if you can manage to kill that shield bearer dredge before you can fully summon the other dredges, you're golden. Rip them apart, gun off. And a nice big fat promotion. Let's kill a few more as they flee. Eric, you're on. Oh crap. This is it? This is gonna be an easy. Okay, maybe not easy. Damn! Yeah. Well, Ursa's dead. Again. Dredge. And he gained item, padded undercoat. Oh yeah, at times you can get some items here. And it's 7 for all. Lost 7 for all and got 2 injured. Let's camp for now. Considering after what happened, I don't think we were going to be that much injured. I think Ursa's probably dead, though I have this set on easy. Besides, let's check up on our heroes. Let's give the armor to Looter. I think he's going to need it. Yeah, that's good. We almost got everyone up to 5. Well, we got this guy almost up to 5, and this guy's a monster. How did it go again with him, though? Yeah. Rest for a day. With the village still a day away, you're eating on March. Varl approaches. We had words earlier, says Grace. You recall him claiming that he didn't care for your command. You were right in what you did. Let me join your guard and fight your side. Pride hangs on his posture and sincerity in his eyes. You got one shot. You tell him to report to Mulger. I don't sit on the back lines. Make a mistake and you're get your head caved in. Nobody won't be able to lose sleep over it. He nods and goes to speak with Mulger. So yeah, new guy, Chris. I think he becomes important in the next game or something. Oh, I see Strand. You're close enough to hear Dredge rallying through the buildings below. Pull them out of the houses, Mulger suggested. Slag just can't resist an ambush. We'll have better luck in the open field. Take the fight to them. You send your shield bangers forward to get their attention. Before long, the Dredge have gathered, ready for a fight. Shite! That's a lot of people. Ugh, let's go into formations. Give the order. Grace. Alright, we gotta take care of the, we gotta actually check out the, lores on these two. Yrsa. Not many people know much about where Yrsa came from, but ever since Ludin became old enough to train, Yrsa has been close by. Rumors used to spread about a romantic relationship between the two until Yrsa found out about them, and then suddenly they stopped. Those who have spent much time with her have described the woman as intimidating. Reminds me of my friend's girlfriend. Yes, Demon, I am specifically mentioning her. She scares me. Bercy. Of all of Ludin's traveling companions, Bercy is the most likely to stand out. Being a literal giant amongst men, even Ludin seems afraid of him, which may be the primary reason he hasn't been sent away. On the rare occasion, it has been whispered that the Varl doesn't even work for the prince, but some other group altogether. What is well known is that he's already saved Ludin's life more than one occasion. And finally, Grace. The model Varl warrior. Grace doesn't have much distinction to his name and little influence on the politics of Varl, but he's a warrior through and through, having fought in every great war and killed countless Dredge and men alike. Dependable when he's not shooting his mouth off. You know what? Move into here. Okay, let's go. I have no idea how long this stream's been going for. Oh boy, we better go help a hack on. At the same time, taking out this guy also seems like a smart move. Crap. Okay, bad idea. Crap. Get off! Damn! Let's even try to go for. Oh shit! Oh, it's only just one. I thought it would be more. All right, Grizz, let's see what you can do. Okay, good news for Grizz. He's in. $11 renown. At the very least, we're getting good renown we can use for supplies later. I guess formations in this is really of a balanced pick. You can get enough kills and you'll eventually be useful. Bodies blanket the area as though the snow itself had turned black and red. You walk between clusters of survivors, taking account of your warriors. Eventually you cross paths with Moncure. This was a tough one, he says. Hope we don't face worse the further we go. This could be a hint of things to come. You nod. Let's check out that village. In the winter that gathered, you head towards what's left of the village ahead. This doesn't look good. You wander through the small village, where there had been the cacophony of battle before. Now an eerie silence hangs over the place. Bodies of dredge and villagers have a macabre path to houses that have been ripped apart as if by a tornado. Yrsa stops in her tracks. Hear that? She all but whispers. It sounds like crying, so you discover a trapdoor practically hidden by a carpet. Open the hatch. A woman's scream dies in her throat as the sight of Varl instead of Dredge. Men and women are both huddled together. A baby cries on her mother's shoulder. They are clearly awed to see so many warriors. What do we do now? They ask. Go to Strand. We'll send our escorts with you. You gather a handful of warriors to send back with the frightened villagers. With the path already clear behind you, they shouldn't find too much trouble along the way, but you'll miss their strength in battle. 15 Varl. Eric watches. I almost feel guilty about this, he says. I know Strand. Even if they make it in one piece, the locals will tear them apart. Not literally, of course, but, well, maybe literally. I might join them. We need you here. Not from what I've seen, he says, but taps the toe of his boot on the ground and returns to the caravan. I think that was one of the instances you can actually lose him if you choose. I don't, because I need him alive. Valka Thread, World Hook, Como the Loom Mother, Bjorn of Leander, and Iron Bands. Valka Thread. Fabled armors sewn with thread woven by the early menders were said to restore themselves over time, one armor per turn. An enormous fishing hook thought to be from the legend in which the Varl King Skymeter pulled a whale from the silver stone. The Coma the Loom Mother. Minor strong to aggro. Bajor Leander. Of this jewel-hilted headband, the eye of an ivory white cat seems to be looking around on its own. Plus 2 armor per turn. This is actually a bit more useful, and we do have the extra renown. Meh. Oh, we need to be level 5, rank 5 to do it. Never mind. I doubt any of my guys are 4, but let's go to the heroes just in case. I think we're gonna need it. Let's upgrade his strength. I'm just shafting Ursa and Percy right now. We need Luden fully upgrade. We need Luden upgrade anyway, but let's rest for a day. And now we leave. I think I see Strand in the distance. Huh. Look how far we've come. You hear a shout echo on the wind, a standard Varl greeting. A caravan of Varl are heading your direction. Probably a few hundred in total. You meet them halfway. You must be with Wagner. Wagner didn't make it. You're serious? It's getting grim out here, but didn't expect that. You're flying the shielded banner. What's happening? Isn't Ulfar in charge there? I'm Fazalt. Ulfar is still in Shield, in case he needs to be. He sent me to meet Wagner. Well, you. We've seen nothing happening in Shielded yet. What do you mean? No Dredge. They never come through Shielded. They're all pouring out of Ridgehorn. We only just found out about it. One group went that way. We came here. Ridgehorn? The fort on the bay? That place has been abandoned for hundreds of years. Yeah, maybe that's why they're there. By all accounts, it looks like another damned invasion. Luden forces his way into the conversation. Wait a godless minute! What did you do? Careful now. You be careful! Where did you start? You think men don't remember history? The Long Bannerhands and Oberon. The Second War nearly screwed us all. What did you do this time? Who the Thane is this? Nobody. No one to worry about anyway. Luden's head swivels in your direction, eyes wide. He seems uncertain whether to be insolent or threatened. What orders did Ulfar give you, Falsat? I'm supposed to offer any support you need. I've got 330 Varl behind me, and Ulfar wants to know what's happening at Ridgehorn. What's your plan? We're going to Ridgehorn. You're coming. I'll have my Varl fall online. Yours to command, Hakon. Are you insane? He just sent an army of treasure pouring out of that fort. Go to Grafheim then, Prince. Having your blood on my hands would be worse than doing nothing. This shuts Luden up for a minute. You can see the battle raging in his head. He looks desperate for safety, but he didn't expect to flee like a coward. He expected you to come along. He glances at his men. We're already this far. If this is the Varl's doing, I'll know of it and so will my father. Besides, you need my help and my fighters. If I go, so do Yersa and Percy. Luden unexpected flip-flop catches you like a swift kick to the shins. Monder can't contain a chuckle. The prince has courage. Do whatever you like, Luden. Paint me the villain, Hakon. What do I care? I'm sick of you being the only one to do as he pleases in this alliance. These are Varl lands. We're facing an army of Dredge. How much experience do you have on these matters? True, mankind has never provoked them into war. You're going for a third. Is taunting the Dredge into genocide a game for your kind? I'm just walking away from this. You curse and threaten pandemonium. The prince has chosen to be no responsibility of yours. If Loon stays, so do Falstaff's warriors. They join the caravan. Sweet. This can at least bolster our numbers after the few casualties we got from the fightings. Well... Mogner finds you, this time in a hurry. I found out what's wrong with the Sugvarl, he says, clutching his gut. Ate some of the food myself, he says. Food's not poisoned, but it is spoiled. Bad fish and, getting more so. Wish I didn't think about that. We must have gotten it from the merchants back near Vetterfell, he says. Mixed it with the good stuff. Could have messed up just as much as half of our supplies. What do you want to do? Dump only what we know is tainted. Mogner frowns but agrees. The tainted food is tossed down a hill so it won't attract attention. He reports back. Taken care of, but we got some more ill fighters than before. At least 40 at the moment. What do you want to do about them? Tell them to avoid fighting until they recover. Minus 30 supplies. Mogner goes down to spread word. Damned careless merchants. You hope this will be the end of it. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have taken the food. Oh wait, I remember now. This actually happened. The hike approaching the Godstone is murder. You recall how most Godstones were built on hills overlooking the other Godstones so that travelers could follow them and find their way between cities. It does nothing to ease your pains. Dredge! Shouts Mogner near the front of the caravan. Suddenly black rocks are whizzing past your head. What the hell is this? You shout. Mogner shakes his head. A stone slams onto the shield of a nearby Varl, exploding in a flash of light and razor-sharp fragments. Get behind the shield bangers! Sounds Mogner as he approached for a fight. Frick! Formations! Oh god! Well, time to introduce another enemy of the Dredge. An enemy from the Dredge, the Stone Slingers. I want to bring Falstaff into this, but I kind of like the dream team we have here. I have no idea how long this is, so I think maybe after this battle I'll call it. I don't remember though. Get ready. And there they are. Dredge Stone Slingers. Or Sun Slingers. Slingers. Yeah, Slag Slingers. Never mind, I got that messed up. Slag Slinger Marksman. These guys can attack at a very high distance. Think of them as the archers. The benefit, however, is that these guys are weak. Except for him. Chris, get him. Oh crap, he's gonna attack. Oh, Chris. Hey. Night night. Get off. Murderize this one. Yeah. Dead. If you know what you're doing, these guys are cake. Dead. dead. I just want to keep myself prepared. Kill a few more as they flee. Grizz, you're on. Slag slingers generally move after they get hit. Okay. So be warned about these guys. They hit like jerks. Yeah. I gotta figure out why he doesn't have any exertion. I think I'll upgrade that next time. Actually, I think I just realized I haven't really upgraded him at his exertion at all. He's got nothing. One dead stone slinger, slag slinger, my bad. Grizz! Oh, he's out. Has to get rid of his shield to make it easier to kill him with. Oh, this is just dead. Comb of the Loom Mother. Sweet. We lost some Varl and we lost a few men. We also got Grizz injured, but we got some good renown. What in the depths are these, you wonder, looking at the unusual dredge slingers? Nobody knows. Without warning, a deranged and half-dead slag stumbles out of the brush, throwing itself upon the yaks attached to the treasure cart. Surprised Varl pull weapons, but not before the whole cart slides off the slick rock and into a sheer drop. Stopped suddenly by a low growl. The enormous metal wagon dangles precariously off a cliff. From the end swings a confused yak still tied to its reins. On top, the dredge hangs on tight, keeping the whole thing from plummeting over the side is Gunnoff. One hand white-knuckling the cart, the other wrapped around a tree trunk. Tell Gunnoff to let go. My duty, he grunts. He doesn't budge. You wonder how much this responsibility defines his reason for living. The dredge has found some footing and it's trying to climb up over the cart. The tree creaks under the weight. Order him to let go. With a roar that sounds more like you just stabbed him in the side than gave an order, Gunnulf let go of the cart. It flips over to the side in a flash, followed much later by a dull thud and crack. At the base of the steep cliff, hundreds of yards below, the treasure cart has exploded into a dozen frozen firework of gold, valuables, and yaks and dredge gore. That was a costly mistake, grunts Ubin between clenched teeth. You wonder why that dredge went after the yaks in the first place. Then you realize the bigger problem is the vast fortune now lying at the bottom of a cliff. Your call, Ubin. What choice do we have, he mutters. Even if we could gather up as much, we got nothing to haul it in. He sounds defeated, but resolute in moving on. You begrudgingly set off, leaving a king's ransom beneath your feet. All the money we lost! But we're near the Godstone. I think I'll end off here. Well. Oh my god, I love this song. Ah, the Godstone. The caravan stops, Godstone looming overhead, for a short rest. The warriors are glad for it, and the stone gives you an ancient sense of being watched over, in a comforting way. Didn't help the bodies underneath it, though. The earth at the base of the Godstone is scarred, like a struggle occurred. Merchants, no dredge, encircling Degnir, are a variety of goods. A barrel of mead, who knows how old, loose silver, and a statue made of soapstone. Offerings to a dead god. Let's leave the offerings, but check for the merchant's brother. In the midst of the pile of bodies, a glitter catches your eye. You fish a gold necklace out of it from a jerkin to find 5 golden rings strung on it. The merchant's brother. Guess he didn't make it, you mutter. Let's take it with the intent to return. You toss the necklace to Mogner and tell him to hang on to it. If anyone can be trusted, it's him. Don't know what made them think the Godstone to be safe, Mogner grunts. We're completely exposed up here. He says, if we're going to rest, I think we ought to do it a little further away. Before we do, let's examine it. Degnir was always one of the favorites amongst men, god of good fortune. They believed he brought luck, wealth, or whatever else you wish you had, but couldn't get on your own. The word fortune has a lot of meanings. Eventually, you move on. Godstone Dengler. And trophy, Godstone Dengler. I love the music of this, though. It's beautiful. I guess he would be considered the god of merchants. In some cases. Let's go a little bit further on ahead, just as Mogner suggests, and then we crash for the night. In the distance, you see smoke rising from the trees. Dredge aren't known for setting fires, says Mogner. But it does get their attention. We'd use fires like that to lead them along in the Great Wars. Yeah, but they wised up to that after a while. Interjects another warrior. Or it could be someone trying to get our attention, claims Fazlot. The other groups from Shield were sent this way. No matter how you look at it, investigating will cost time. Let's check it out ourselves. The sounds of fighting ahead compel you to crash through the foliage, sidestepping Varl and Dredge bodies along the way. You burst into a scene of carnage. A vast number of Varls surrounded by Dredge. Explanations can wait. You charge into the fight. Okay, I thought that would at least give me some time to get off, but nope. Looks like we got one more round to go for. Comb of the Loom Mother. Let's give that to Hakon. Well, time to murder these Dredge. Dead. Alright, let's have Eric go here. Oh, this is just gonna be too easy. Tempest. 2 for 1! Dude, you are currently my hero right now. Dead Dredge. That was easy as heck. Dude, Konov, you are a hero right now. 2 for 1. Dang. Those dredges were dumb. As the fighting wraps up, one of the Varl puts his axe away and puffs up a pipe. Hakon, he greets you. Glad you saw our signal. He explains that they had come from shielded and were surrounded. He spotted you in the distance and lit a fire to draw your attention, at the risk of drawing the dredge as well. Back in the caravan, their sizable detachment joins your ranks. Wait, he was sent from Shielded. I wonder why. Wagner comes to you privately. I've seen some of the warriors disappearing, he says. At first I thought it was just my imagination, but now I'm certain there are several have just gone missing. Mostly men, but some Varl too. Can't quite figure it. If it's abandonment, you can't let it stand. Ask Ludin if he knows anything about this. I ordered it, says Ludin when you confront him. I sent my men to bring back gold from the cart you left behind. If you have a problem with your warriors joining them, maybe you should keep them under control. Explain. You left a pile of gold at the bottom of a hill, says Ludin. What are the chances it'll still be there months from now? The only reason we aren't each carrying a share is because you don't trust us. Turn over the loot. No, he says, unflinchingly. Wagner pulls you aside. He has no claim to the gold, but he takes no orders from us either. Like it or not, he's an equal. They'll repay us when this is over, and you'll look the better for it. I'll back down. You leave no doubt in Ludin's mind that another stunt like this won't end peacefully. He shrugs indifferently. I think your warriors demand a break. You want the caravan with a sigh, but in all honesty, you're starting to feel the altitude and weariness yourself. Magyar leans on a fallen tree, filling with a crust of bread. Getting colder, he says, staring into the distance. You can see Ridgehorn just start to peak around the mountains. A flock of ravens float across the clear sky toward the fort. We should follow those birds. Are you okay? No. Why? Without another word, Magyar starts running towards the birds and tumbles over the cliff. Suddenly, he's gliding through the air, flapping his arms for all they're worth. He swoops towards Ridgehorn before bursting into flames and plummeting into the tower, which crumbles like a log of a smoldering campfire. Oh man, I think I know what just happened. I think Hakon just started having hallucinations. You think you've lost your mind, then you wake up. You don't remember setting up camp or falling asleep in front of crackling logs. What's going on? You mutter. Wagner approaches you at the campfire. Hakon, did you see? He starts. Yeah. You both agree to keep it to yourselves. Okay, on that funny note, I think it would be a good time for us to end this off here. I'm Dragon King Mark. I hope you guys have enjoyed part 3 of the Banner Saga. And part 4 will be tomorrow. Assuming my dog doesn't mess up my bed again. Anyway, part 4. We're going to be on our way to Ridgehorn and find out why the Dredge are there. And hopefully learn a bit more about what the heck's going on. Anyway, like, favorite, subscribe, do just all that stuff. Leave a comment on my YouTube, and I'll see you guys then. Later.